Hello and good evening. I'm here to preview the latest League Two game for the Mariners as we head to the capital to battle a nice sort of rival we've had in the last few years, Barnet. And amazing games in the past, which we'll get into more when we talk about the stats, whatever else, and a little bit of a return for one of our former players as well, heading back to Barnet. We'll get into that during this preview as well. And also all the stats and all the build-up ready for the game taking place on Saturday. If we look at the team news situation, everything seems to be sort of calming down a little bit. I don't believe there are many injuries back as of yet, but again, they're heading closer. I feel like I'm saying that every week, but that is the case. Ardell did talk to Chris Cooper of Radio Humberside, and what he did, what he made clear was how players were improving. And again, as he's always gone, he's mentioned about, all the staff sort of learning from the players and vice versa. And everything just feels good around the club right now, doesn't it? Everything just feels good. It feels like there's a realism coming out of the club right now, which is a good thing to say. Everyone seems to have come back okay from the Sheffield Wednesday game. So I can't foresee too many changes from the weekend or Tuesday night. But it is going to be a difficult trip to Barnet, which you'd have to expect. And to be honest, I do expect. I think obviously, one of the players returning is, of course, Justin Malazor, who used to play for Barnet. So, a lot of the fans then will know what Justin can do, and I think we always call every game. Difficult because every game is the different challenges over and over again. Barnet started as one of the pre-season favourites to at least make the playoffs. I know that in my predictions, I made them. I got them to get in the playoffs, and it hasn't quite come off as of yet, but it's still early days in that regard. If we look at Barnet as a team, though, that they are starting to come together. I think that they're starting to find their feet slowly, but surely. Which takes time. But I've always noticed that teams that have come up always do reasonably well. They've had some rocky starts, but I think they're starting to slowly find their feet, and it's one of these where the Mariners cannot take Barnet lightly. If we look at the form of both sides recently, in the last 5 games, Barnet have won 2 of their last 5, drawing 1 and losing 2. They come in a 1-0 win to Cheltenham, at Cheltenham, a 1-all draw between them and Colchester, a 4-1 EFL Trophy defeat to Luton, a bit of a surprise, a 3-1 home defeat in their last home league game to struggling Shrewsbury, and but beating Crewe last time out 2-1 away from home. So again, I think they've still been trying to find their feet, but I think they're starting to get their form together. They've got Davis first. Dean Brennan is a good manager, and I expect them to, have a fair decent spell. Obviously, hopefully after Saturday, but you never know. And obviously the Mariners, with Justin returning to his former club and looking to get one over his former side, but Town's recent form overall, 2 defeats, 2 wins and a draw. They obviously came the only league defeat Town have suffered this season was 1-0 at home to Bristol Rovers straight after the Man U victory, a 2-1 narrow defeat in the trophy to Bradford City, and then a 3-2 win away at Milton Keynes, a 1-1 draw after Justin's last second equaliser against Cambridge, and obviously last Tuesday in the EFL Cup where Grimsby have beaten Sheffield Wednesday 1-0. And if we look at the overall goals scored, Grimsby have already scored 14 goals this season. Barnet have scored 8. Obviously, we lie on 15 points. Barnet are 5 points back on 10 points. And they're in 15th for Barnet, 5th for Grimsby Town. If we look at previous meetings between the two, there's been 21 games played, 13 wins for the Mariners, 4 for Barnet and 4 draws. Our last league meeting was a 2-2 draw at Blundell Park on April 14th of 2018. We haven't played them in the Football League since then. But the last 2 meetings took place in the National League. And it was a 4-3 win for Grimsby against Barnet. Obviously goals that day from Ryan Taylor, John McAtee, an absolute belting free kick by Alex Hunt got us over the line on September the 4th of 2021. The last time we were at the Hive was later that season, where the Mariners got a 2-2 draw in April of 2022. But this is the first time in a couple of years we've actually played Barnet, and the first time in the league since 2018. But obviously winning the National League like they did last season, they're going to have confidence, they're going to have a level of belief, and now they've got the plateau of finally probably getting over the early jitters. You always want to start well when you come up. And Barnet, I think for the first couple of games, I don't say they were, they were probably a bit shell-shocked. But like I said, they've come back into it, and they're going to be a difficult opponent for the Mariners on Saturday. If we look at a few facts, this is given by the BBC website, of course. Barnet and Grimsby Town last met in League Two, as I said, in the 17-18 season, with the Bees losing 2-0 home and drawing 2-2 away that campaign. So we do have the upper hand on Barnet for most of the time. Grimsby Town have visited Barnet 7 times previously in the Football League, and in each one they either kept a clean sheet and or conceded exactly 3 goals. So either we concede plenty against Barnet, or we don't concede at all. It's quite incredible, that stat, really. 3 times that's happened. Barnet have failed to win any of their 4 home league games this season, drawing 1, losing 3, conceding 2+ goals in each of their 3 defeats. It does show you in a way that they probably do concede a few. But, it's... we hope we can keep that kind of stat up. We've definitely got goals in the side, there's no doubt. And this season in League Two, no player has recorded more interceptions than Grimsby's George McEachran, with the midfielder also ranking joint 9th for times he has won possession in the competition. So he's made 15 interceptions and has won possession back 39 times. Just shows you how crucial that George McEachran has been toward Town's success already this season. If we look at the odds, if you do fancy a bit of a flutter on that game, I think we can find them. Yes, we can. You can get Barnet at 5-4. The draw is 13-5. The Mariners are 19-10 to get a win there. So I'd say Barnet are just marginal favourites being at home. It's quite close in the betting, really. So if you do fancy a flutter in there, they are the odds. Or obviously, you can get them at other places. And like I said, if we look at the league, I've just told you where they are. Grimsby lie in 5th, 4 wins from the first 8 games, drawing 3, losing only 1, scoring 14 goals, but we have conceded 9 goals in that time, but a +5 goal difference with 15 points on the board. Barnet, Chesterfield, the ones just behind us, can I just say. Barnet lie in 15th, 3 wins from 8, drawing 1 and losing 4, scoring 8, conceding 11. They're on -3 with 10 points. So, like I said, they've sort of steadied themselves now with 2 back-to-back wins as well. So they're kind of, starting to find their feet, as I've said. So this is going to be a difficult game to call. I do think that I'm sure Justin's going to want to come on against his former side. I think Darragh Burns will start, though. I'll be surprised if that doesn't happen. I think the 2 changes that were made for Sheffield Wednesday may be reverted back to, as in Sweeney and Burns may come back in. And apart from that, I don't see there being many changes unless need be. So it'll be maybe the same side or pretty close to it that possibly started previous game towards Cambridge. So but I do think that Jaden and Darragh will come back in. I think but I think one of the things that's helping us this season is our bench. Our bench is, I've not seen a Grimsby bench as strong as this for seasons, and I mean seasons. So it is great if he wants to keep it the way that he did against Cambridge. I don't think anyone would say don't. Does Reece Staunton deserve to keep his place? I mean that boy's delivery is immense from corners, absolutely immense. He's got great quality delivery, and Greeny, you can already tell, loves playing alongside Reece Staunton. But like I said, just look at the quality that we've got. It could be a tough day for Barnet, but Barnet, at the same time, it could make it a tough day for us. I think we need to be on the front foot on this one, because Barnet are starting to get themselves into some sort of rhythm. If I was to go for a score on this one, I think you've got to be positive of going for a win, but this one's going to be tricky. This one is not going to be easy. Like that stat that I read out earlier, we either score loads, or we basically, it's narrow, so it's difficult to tell. I think we've got so many threats going through the pitch. I think the width of Vernon and Burns is really quite something so far. It is going to be difficult to go to Barnet. I'm going to go for I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win for Grimsby Town. And I am going to say Vernon goal and a Sweeney goal. A Jaden Sweeney goal for the Mariners for the 2 goals. But like I said, we cannot underestimate Dean Brennan and what a great job that he's done at Barnet over the last few seasons, really. So it is going to be difficult. But I'm saying 2-1. Guys, now it's up to you. You tell me what you think is going to happen. Are you travelling down to Barnet this weekend? I will not be there, unfortunately. I have an engagement. So the review of the game will not be coming out till Sunday. But so do let me know your thought predictions. Apparently we've sold really, really well for Barnet, and obviously with some exiles that live over in London, obviously they will be at the game, and I will be looking at the game, but unfortunately I can't make it. Unfortunately, that's the ground I need to get to at some point, is Barnet. It's, I've seen actually where a lot of the wheelchairs are put. I'm thinking, I'd like to see what the view is at that stadium. So I will at one point get down to the Hive, or the new Hive, and which is there. But let me know what you think will happen. I'll be back with a review, as I said, on Sunday, due to, like I said, other commitments. But so do hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button. That will let you know when I upload some new content. But leave me down below what you think, and do we know how many town fans are going? That'd be interesting to know. But do like, do share, do subscribe, do comment, do leave me your score prediction down below and what you think it will be. And as we go into game week 9, we're sitting comfortable. I wouldn't say pretty right now, but we're sitting comfortable. So can David Artell and the boys keep the form going? I do hope so, and I will see you for the review on Sunday. Like I said, hit that bell button. That'll let you know when I upload that video. In the meantime, guys, up the Mariners, and game week 9, here we come. I'll see you guys soon. Ta-da! Woohoo!